Alright guys, today we are reacting to creepy TikToks that you should never watch at 3 a.m. If you guys want more videos like this where I react to scary TikToks, leave a like and leave a comment. It's been a while since my last one, so I hope you guys enjoy. Let's jump right into this. This one says, never stay up past 3 a.m. Well, I might have already broken that rule, but let's see what he has to say.
This is why you should never stay awake past 3 a.m. A woman in her early 20s was away from home on a business trip. The night before she was supposed to board her plane, she had trouble sleeping and had this intense fear that someone was staring at her in her room.
That picture
she was up
looks
until
so
3, tossing and turning until she started to hear whispers. It was a deep voice repeating the words, "I'm coming to get you, I'm coming to get you." But she ignored it and eventually fell asleep. After her plane landed, she was exhausted but drove home anyway. About 30 minutes into her drive, she started hearing the same whispers from the previous night, but she thought it was because she was sleep deprived, so she kept driving.
Yeah,
she was almost home when she began to feel
things.
sick. Her eyes were watering, her nose was running, and she let out a large sneeze. "Bless you," said the same deep, eerie voice. She quickly pulled into her driveway, hugged her husband, and sat down to tell him what was going on. When this happened,
I can still hear that voice.
this is why you should never stay awake past 3.
Yo, that jump scared the flip out of me, guys. Alright, this has to be from a movie or something like that, because I don't know, guys, it has to be a story, but oh my god, that scared me. What the heck? Evil secret behind this door.
Yes, the picture at the end is real. In 1876, a woman from a very prominent family in Paris goes missing. After years go by and no one has a clue what happened to this woman, friends and family ultimately mourn her death and move on. 25 years later, and this anonymous letter shows up on the Attorney General's desk, claiming that the missing woman's family had a secret. Intrigued by the letter, the police go to the family's home, show it to them, and ask to search the property, to which they say, go for it. They search, they don't find anything, but on the way out, they notice something very peculiar. At the end of some stairs was a door that was padlocked shut. When the family refused to open it, the police break it down and make a horrifying discovery. Cowering on a rotten straw mattress in a pitch black room was the missing woman, now 50 years old and extremely malnourished. Her mother had imprisoned her there after they had fought over her boyfriend, and she had not seen sunlight or another human being in 25 years.
Bruh.
Yes, the picture at the end is real.
That is so creepy, guys. Like, it's not even that creepy. It's just like, that is kind of messed up. Like, she was trapped down there, but still alive, right? He said 50 years later. That's insane. I would have died like a week later or something like that if I was trapped in a room. I wouldn't know how to survive for 50 years. I'm pretty sure that's what he said, right?
This is the scariest Easter bunny
the
story
deadly
you will ever
Easter
hear.
bunny.
But is it true? In 1949, a man in a bunny costume was commonly seen wandering the streets of Fairfax County, Virginia. This man would go outside and watch the children play every single day.
So
and when they asked him who he
kind of
was,
reminds me of like
he just said he was the Easter bunny. He would watch these kids until they went inside their homes, so he could figure out where they live. At night, he would break into their houses and kidnap the children after hacking up their parents with an axe.
What?
The police finally connected the strange murders and the kidnappings to the bunny, but they could never find him.
That's not even kidnapping at that point. You're just murdering their parents.
The police decided to do a night patrol, and sure enough, they found the bunny walking towards the house with an axe. The police pulled their car over and heard the bunny singing, "Here comes the Easter bunny, hacking up all the parents I can. Hippity hoppity, bloodshed's on its way." The police yelled at him to freeze.
Oh, this man has a chainsaw
They got out
in
of
his
the car
hand.
and warned him to put the axe down or they would shoot. Part 2 coming. This is the scariest Easter.
What do you guys think of when you hear the words Easter bunny? You think of like, you know, a little Easter bunny chocolate where you bite into their ears first, or like, you know, like very, very peaceful, like, you know, with the little Easter eggs and stuff like that, right? Not some killer, you know, bunny dude in a costume. That's so weird. This story really reminded me of like those killer clowns. That's exactly what I thought of. First thing. Things that actually happen at Disney parks that will scare you.
Here are some things that actually happen
at
Disney parks.
If you think of like Disneyland, it seems
First
really
up, we have
fun
one
and
that
peaceful,
literally
right?
sends shivers down my spine. A teen once drowned trying to swim from Tom Sawyer Island back to the main Disneyland park. That's right, two brothers snuck out and hid on the island until park closing.
Dude,
they then tried swimming back to the main park, the older with the younger one on his back. But the older one went under, and they found the body the next morning. I think they actually closed that attraction down because of that story too. Pretty scary. Next
Dude,
up,
but
we
like
have
they
one that's
kind of
super
broke the
creepy.
rules
But
and
people
kind of did
consistently
stuff
try to
without
dump the
employees
ashes
there.
of their loved ones on Disney's property.
Why?
This actually is a girl that got caught doing it.
Why would
this
they
has
do
supposedly
that, though?
become such a big problem over the years that employees have been trained on how to handle a guest when they think remains are being scattered around Disney. Next up, we have a
That's so
super
creepy.
scary one. But the spirit of a little boy actually lurks in the haunted mansion in Orlando. Cast members have
Oh.
said they hear him giggling and mimicking the hurry back lady after the ride shuts down at night. Pretty cool. Here are some things that actually happened.
He said
at Disney.
pretty cool. With the ashes thing, I think it's because like people are like, oh, when I die, I want you to scatter my ashes or like, you know, put me out onto Disneyland or something like that because it's like a happy place or something. But like you gotta remember there's kids there. Like this is a place for kids, not for you to like scatter ashes. Like these are like body like remains of humans. You know what I mean? Oh no, another one of these found tunnel
This is why
in
you
basement.
should never watch my videos before going to bed. In
good thing
1986,
it's not
a young
too late
girl
right now.
opens her closet to find a man wearing a dress and holding an axe. He grabs her and ties her up, and then walks around the house and does the same thing to the rest of her family. While the
Oh,
guy
wow.
is ransacking their house, one of the kids breaks free, runs next door, and tells his neighbor. The neighbor calls the cops show up, the family's saved, but the guy is nowhere to be found. The
Oh, no,
family
he's
leaves
coming
the house
back.
and stays
Oh.
with relatives in hopes that they'll catch this guy before
Yeah,
they
he
have
looks
to go
like
back.
that.
But after a few
Yikes.
weeks, they haven't caught him, there aren't any leads, and they say, you know what, we'll go back to our house anyways. As the family's pulling back into their
Okay.
driveway, the father looks up at one of the windows and
that
sees
point
for a
is-
split second the head of the man with the dress in their
Yep,
bedroom.
he's probably
They
gonna
call the
die.
police,
They're
who
probably
go
gonna
in
die.
and find pennies glued to the ceiling and weird writing all over the house, but they can't find this crazy guy. Until one of the officers found a secret crawl space in the basement, where psychotic killer Danny LaPlante had been living for 2 months.
He doesn't look too
This
weird.
is why you should never watch my videos before.
That kind of reminds me of like one of those Life of Luxury videos where they're like hiding in the basement, you know? But except this is real life, you know? Those could be like just like skits and stuff like that. But this has been like proven like an actual crime, you know? I'm just glad like nothing this bad has happened ever to me. And let's just not, all right, I don't want to jinx myself. So this clown
Send
will
this video
keep
to
you
someone
up
that
at
is
night.
absolutely terrified of clowns. A young boy
Ooh,
named
I hate
Nathan was
clowns.
walking alone
Do
to
you
meet
guys
up
hate
with some
clowns?
friends
Let me
at
know
a
in the
nearby
comments.
carnival. When he arrived, they rode roller coasters and eventually made their way to a circus tent with
Okay.
live performers. They went inside and saw a group of clowns performing.
Okay.
They were
They seem
dancing,
like really nice
juggling,
clowns.
and one of them was riding a unicycle.
Entertaining.
The boys got closer to the stage, and the one riding the unicycle slipped and fell, and his red nose landed right beside Nathan, who picked it up, put it in his pocket, figuring the clown had plenty more.
What?
After the show was over,
Why would you
Nathan was
steal-
walking back home when suddenly he heard a slight chuckle. He turned around and shined his flashlight. He could make out a shadowy figure holding a sharp object in his hand.
Oh.
The figure said in a creepy, sinister voice,
Give me
"I
my
believe you have something of mine." Nathan slowly backed away, pleading, "No, I don't.
Why would
Please
you
leave me
lie
alone."
at that point,
The figure
dude?
stepped into the light. It was the clown from the carnival. He said, "Well, if you're not going to give me my nose,
I'll take
I'm
it."
gonna need yours."
Whoa!
Send this video to someone that is absolutely terrified of
He probably cut his nose off after. He's like, got your nose, and then all of a sudden, no nose is there anymore.
Top 3 photos before
Photos
disaster.
before
Number 3,
disaster?
parkour. This photo shows Pavel Kashin performing a backflip on the wall's ledge.
Oh, he probably
his friend
fell
took this
off,
photo
didn't he?
mid-flight. Sadly, his stunt led to his death, as he
What?
lost his footing on the way down and fell to his
No.
demise. Number 2, Niagara crash.
Uh-oh.
This here is Joseph Avery. When his boat crashed, he and 2 others fell out, and sadly, the other 2 were killed instantly. But somehow, Avery clung to a rock for nearly 18 hours while waiting for a rescue
18?
boat. Unfortunately, the moment he stepped onto the rescue boat for safety, that boat also capsized.
Oh my
then
God.
finally killing him. Number 1, Columbine. This is teacher William Sanders. He stayed to guide over hundreds of students to safety.
Oh, this
during
was one of the
Columbine
most
tragedy.
famous,
He
like,
saved
school
countless
shootings.
lives, but unfortunately lost his own when he was later shot in the chest
Oh,
twice during the Columbine massacre.
Gosh.
Hello
Abandoned
everyone and
places
welcome back
in
to Abandoned
Indiana.
Places in Indiana. Today we will be talking about the Zoom Flume water slide. When the concrete slide opened in the summer of 1978, it was a very popular destination for students, locals, and tourists.
It looks
It even
fun,
attracted
like-
rock star John Mellencamp. The slide is 480 feet
Put
long
some
and
water
has a
in
40
it,
foot
it's probably
tunnel.
amazing.
Zoom Flume remained in operation until the mid-1980s when it mysteriously closed.
Why?
There isn't sufficient evidence to determine the exact cause of the closure, but there are a few theories. The park could have run into financial problems because of the seasonal business or
I mean, it
because the
does
slide was
look
located about 10 miles away
creepy,
from the
I
nearest
guess.
city. Another
Oh,
theory is that the
oh.
slide closed because of the panic that surrounded the HIV/AIDS epidemic. Because the slide is made of concrete, many visitors left bleeding if they slipped off the mat.
yeah.
Before scientists
Yeah, you're
knew
probably
what caused
gonna,
the
like,
disease,
cut
many people
yourself
were
and
very
stuff.
scared during this time and stopped coming. Whatever the cause of the closure may be, the slide is now abandoned and decorated with graffiti. Even though it is on
so it
private
wasn't,
property,
like,
it still
like this
attracts many thrill
before.
seekers like myself. Please remember to be careful and respectful when exploring,
Be
and I will
safe.
see you all in the next video.
That makes sense. Like the water slide was made out of concrete, so if you go down there, you're probably gonna like cut yourself here and there. And at the time, like HIV and AIDS were probably like apparently a thing. So like if you guys didn't know, it's contracted through like blood or like fluids and stuff like that. So all right, guys, let's watch one last TikTok. This one says, my friend and I went randonauting. And I'm pretty sure it's like an app where it lets you find like weird items and stuff, I guess. The map led us to a sketchy beach 10 minutes behind the hill.
Took us to this.
Things started to get really weird. My phone started glitching.
Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, I hate tunnels, guys. Then a boat with 3 men in masks started coming towards us. What? They're so far away though. What if they have guns? We have rocks. Let's go. I'm creeped out. Keep filming them. Let's start watching.
That's fucking creepy.
Yo, they need us keep filming. Realized they were coming fast. Go,
Anna,
go.
please,
Get out
hurry.
of run. What are you doing?
Go.
Just get out of there. I wonder what happened to them afterwards, cuz like there has been so many weird things with like randonauting. People have been finding like, all right, there was one like actual news story where they found a dead body, guys, by using this app, which is, yeah, stay away from this app at all costs. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed watching these creepy TikToks. If you guys want me to react to more creepy TikToks in the future, you guys know what to do. Leave a like, leave a comment, and be sure to subscribe. We are on the road to 500,000 subscribers, guys. 500,000 subscribers on the way, which is absolutely insane. So thanks again, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.